Hello guys, today we are going to see understanding computer systems and networks, components, functions and technologies. So my name is Mohammed IMTIAZ and Mohammed Ifras. This is my student ID. Let's start. Introduction. Here the overview. Internal components of a CPU. Representation of image and sounds. Compression for storage of data, images or sounds. Purpose for of logic gates, types of computer networks, network hardware, software, and transmission media, worldwide web technologies, computer network topologies, functions of a CPU, how computer hardware components work together, types of storage media and their purposes, data representation in computer systems, use of encryption to represent data, importance of understanding computer systems and networks, integration to modern technology, enhances efficiency and productivity, critical for security and data management. Internal components of a CPU and the functions. Control unit manages execution of instructions. Arithmetic logic unit ALU performs arithmetic and logic operations. Registers small fast storage locations. Cache speeds of access to frequency use data. How computer hardware components work together. Hardware components: CPU, memory, RAM, ROM. Storage: HDD, SSD. Input-output devices. Data flow between CPU, memory, and storage. The CPU communicates with both memory and storage to perform tasks. When a program is executed, the CPU retrieves instructions and data from RAM. Role of buses and motherboards in communication. The motherboard is a main circuit board that houses the CPU, memory, storage, and other components. Buses are electrical pathway on a motherboard that allows data to travel between the CPU, memory, storage, and peripheral devices. Types, uses, and purpose of storage media. HDD, large storage capacity, slower. SSD, faster access, no moving parts. USB flash drives, portable easy data transfer. Optical media, CD, DVD, Blu-ray. Media destruction backups. Each type of storage media has its unique advantages and is suited for different purposes. HDDs are great for large capacity storage. SSDs provide high speed access. USB flash drives offer probability, and optical media are ideal for media destruction and backups. Data representation in computer systems. Binary system, bytes and bits. ASCII and Unicode for text representation. Hexadecimal system, used in programming and debugging. Understanding how data is represented using binary and hexadecimal systems is crucial for working with computers. The binary system forms the foundation of all computer operations, while the hexadecimal system offers a more concise and readable inscription for data representation. Symmetric versus asymmetric encryption. In symmetric encryption, the same key is used for both encrypting and decrypting the data. This means that both the senders and the reception must have access to the secret key. Asymmetric encryption, also known as public key encryption, uses a pair of keys, a public key and a private key. The public key is used to encrypt the data and the private key is used to decrypt it. Use of encryption in secure communications. Encryption plays a critical role in ensuring the privacy and integrity of data during transmission. AES, like example, and RSA, reversed Schemmer Alderman. Representation of images and sounds. Images, pixels, bitmaps, vector graphics. Images on a computer are made up of tiny dots called pixels. Each pixel represents a single point of color in an image. Color models: RGB, and CM by Q. Colors in digital images are represented using different color models. The two most common color models are RGB and CM by K. Sounds. Analog to digital conversation, sound is represented in digital systems through a process called analog to digital conversion (ADC). Sampling bit rate, bit depth. Two important parameters in digital sound representation are the sampling rate and bit depth. Compression technology. Lossless versus lossy compression. Lossless compression reduces file size without losing any data. Lossy compression, on the other hand, reduces file size by removing some data, which results in a loss of quality. Example: zip, JPEG, MP3. Benefits: reduces storage requirements and speed up data transfer. Logic gates and their purpose. AND gate. An AND gate outputs true 1. Only if all its inputs are true, it is used in scenarios where multiple conditions need to be stratified simultaneously. OR gate. An OR gate outputs true 1 if at least one of its inputs is true. NOT gate. A NOT gate, also known as an introvert, outputs the opposite of its input. It is used to negate a condition. NAND gate. A NAND gate, a combination of an AND gate followed by a NOR gate. NOR gate. A NOR gate is combination of a OR gate followed by NOT gate. XOR gate. And XOR gate outputs true 1 if exactly one of its inputs is true. SNOR gate. SNOR gate outputs true 1 if its outputs are equal. Computer networks. LAN. It's mean local area network. A local area network connects computers and devices within a limited area such as a home, school or office buildings. The primary purpose of a LAN is to facilitate sharing resources and information within the localized area. WAN. Wide area network. A wide area network spans a large geographic area, often a country or condition. MAN. Metropolitan Area Network. A metropolitan area network covers a large geographic area than a LAN but smaller than a WAN, such as a city or a large campus. PAN. Personal Area Network. A personal area network is a network for connecting individual personal devices such as smartphones, tablets, laptops, and wearable devices within a short range, typically within a few meters. Network hardware, software, and transmission media. Hardware: routers, switches, hubs, network interfaces cards. Software: network operating systems and protocols. Network hardware, software, and transmission media. Transmission media: wired or wireless. Wired means Ethernet cable and wireless, so example is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. World Wide Web technologies: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, HTTP or HTTPS. Used and importance: building and formatting web pages, enhancing user experience, ensuring secure communication. Network topologies: star topology, ring topology, and bus topology, mesh topology, and the last one is hybrid topologies. Purpose: efficiency in a data transfer or network reliability and redundancy. And here the